Detective Costo is about to explore a brand new place in the Whirling in Rags after finding the key at the end of last episode. We also need to speak with the assault victim, who is Miss Klaasje, or the Araignée dancer, or something like that. And I'm so happy that we got that authority check last episode so that I can go back to my negative authority ways. But first things first, the workshop. What do we have here? This pinball says, Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. Pinball machines, huh? This looks like another pinball machine, maybe? This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. You have something for me, perception.
All these mesmerizing
Interfacing.
machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Yes, let's run our finger across the dust of the white Diora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Kim, how about we fire up one of these bad boys? How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They're broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
Kim knows his stuff.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Wait a second. Is Kim a pinball wizard? Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
You don't. What's White Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
What about that other one, the Franco-Nigerian ball? Want to play that one?
No.
All right. We didn't get a plus. I have a good feeling about this red check, though. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi. How do I know that name?
It's strange that he doesn't like pinball. Kim here is a Zeolite. His people are incredibly dexterous, and they all love pinball. Matter of fact.
Hey, didn't you guys, invent pinball?
Us? Guys?
You know, Seoul guys. Massive pinball people, right?
Seoul is an extremely protectionist isola, inaccessible to the rest of mankind, as it has been for over 1,000 years. I have no special knowledge of them, despite my heritage.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
But even I know that they don't play pinball. They have a rigid class society and a punitive justice system. We should continue with our exploration of this place. It doesn't matter.
So you're not all, pinball aces? Because I could swear I know you are.
No, they are not. Let's move on. There's more to this place than pinball machines.
They're not. But you are, Kim. My character might not know it, but I do. Let's move on, then. That's kind of sad. I was hoping to get something from that interaction. Oh, well. A note. NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Yeah, we found it. What? That's so interesting. Is there a way to come up there, maybe? Anyways. 5. That is a lot of money. And something's back here, huh? That I wouldn't be able to see.
In the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
It's lit. Kim, you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Ah, you've played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look. Is this like a minigame?
Great.
No. The lieutenant size.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
I have coins.
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Let's inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
Okay.
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. get them to the summit.
Sure, let's insert a coin. Sounds fun.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
No less than I would expect with my interfacing skill.
Go, go, finger boy.
Go, go. Hey, we just researched finger pistols. Good timing, interfacing.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3.
Oh yeah. Man, I really am curious about old Cornelius, but my character is way too arrogant to care about anything but saying I'm pretty good at this.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Let's concentrate.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through.
Cornelius Gertie and the Mountain Goats would be a sick band name.
Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass.
That can't be intentional, right?
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
I don't think Gart's going to be very happy with us.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
Oh, it is intentional. All right.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness.
Huh.
This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Interesting. That's surprising that's a trivial check. Seems very difficult to me.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Last goat. Bad at ball games. Was that from my bocce? I can't believe that's 17%. Oh well. Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
Well, you never know. Let's stay on the ball.
How, if you can't even see it?
Darn.
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee.
Suicidal glee. Well, at least we'll be able to kick the pinball machine, right?
There goes nothing, finger boy.
I'm sorry, you guys. My yellow skills. I'm supposed to be good with yellow skills. I'm so sorry I failed you. Well, we'll get finger pistols at least. Was this going to be reaction speed?
9.
I think it is. Oh no, it's hand-eye coordination. I forget. It gives me something.
Snap, baby.
Snap,
Turns
snap.
out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs real guns anyway? That conversation you just had? It would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at them. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for an actual weapon in a gunfight.
Yeah, fair enough. It is reaction speed. That's so sad. We would have beat that game. Oh well, I don't care. I don't care about that. And we have no more checks to research. Okay, cool. Isn't that fun? Will I be able to play again?
The machine is dead and silent. It needs serious maintenance before anyone can play again.
Tragic. Cornelius Gertie and the Mountain Goats. Well, let's take the elevator.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
We can look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Perfect. There's 2 of us.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
It says the last maintenance was in 88, Kim.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This was a long time ago. I don't think my character is stupid enough to joke about it. Maybe it's, I don't know. Whatever. 88, this elevator was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Kim, I love the way you think. Let's go up. Where the heck are we? What is this? Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Just take off the tape. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Oh, this is the... I was going to say the doomed commercial area, but... No, there's no, like, walkway that leads... Oh, wait, this is underground. We went down, not up. I was half expecting to go to that top floor where we saw someone above the whirling rags, but no, I think we went down, and this is the doomed commercial area, probably. All right, well, let's keep collecting our 10 cents. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. Here's more pinball, I'm sure. Oh, missed that. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. Anything in here? Wow. Pinball maker's coat. That's possibly better than what I'm wearing now. Depends. I do like esprit de corps and shivers, but I also like pinball. Hand-eye coordination. Ooh, that's a little flamboyant for my taste. We'll use it when I need empathy or hand-eye coordination. But also, you can't see my Man from Helmdahl shirt, so... Oh, and also, am I not having the bag in my hand? Alright. I don't think I missed any obvious tear. Footprints? I do believe that's footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern uniform, horizontal lines.
Is Vamp like the outline? So it's saying like the sole could be bigger than what actually pressed into the ground? I don't really know what that means.
One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
Why were they going to that elevator if that door's been closed and locked for what seemed to have been years? Also, this print doesn't look like the odd-sold print we found at the Hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Ah, right, because it was the shoe, the lady driver's shoe was worn down. Yeah, and that was what was making the odd sole. Anyways, the worker's boots from the Hanging. Yeah, right. Yeah, it doesn't look like the worker's boots from the Hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Well, let's get up and move on.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
And this is within the last week or two, huh?
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week, too. You know, officer.
Yes, officer?
It was a stereo investigation, after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Okay. What does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Ah, Kim, you seem to know something I don't. Is this behind our rape victim's room? Well, let's move on. I guess it's obvious. No, I think my suspicion is that there's another way to come in. It's not time to get the key to the workshop until after you've completed that authority check, which means after you know about the rape victim. So you're probably supposed to go talk with the rape victim first, then explore the workshop. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. That's a bedroom, huh?
The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
Let's unbar the door. Wait, leave? What do you mean? Oh, interesting. Wait, what? That's not what I expected. Where are we? We are upstairs. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. It looked so different from the other side. Well. Miss Klaasje dancer, I suppose?
Welcome to the room.
Klaasje. Thank you. I've been trying to get up here for quite some time. Cigarette in one hand, a cup of coffee in the other. I haven't had coffee in ages. I mean, I have. My character hasn't, though.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
Oh, my.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
All right, stop being a perv.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum, baby.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
Yeah, probably.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
That is unimportant to the case at hand.
I can see that you have, officer.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag. Can I please have a cigarette?
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
I don't know. Should we play this slow or should we just go for the kill like an animal? What's your name, miss, for the record?
Klaasje Amandu.
That is exactly what Titus told us. And where are you from, Klaasje?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What do you do? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... only the name of the nation changes.
So what do you do with that Oranese lit?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
All right, can we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Are you joking?
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee. Can I please have some?
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
All right, well, that's all for now. For the record part of it, at least.
The record. So official.
I know. Well, they tell us you were raped.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape. isn't it?
Actually, it's evening, miss.
Is it?
Squinting, she takes a look around. The sun sets in the sea. Long shadows pass over the plaza below.
It is evening. Time flies, man.
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Really?
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
They lied to me.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
So what did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Partied. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's
Man.
where you heard it.
Indeed. What kind of partying? The kind I do.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
So are you, but okay.
What did you do when you partied?
Sex, drug, and karaoke?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
You know, I'm starting to like the both of you as well.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
I would love to ask about that speed, but I guess I'll ask about feelings. Were they involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Darn it. Where is my electrochemistry skill coming in to save me with my asking about the drugs? Anyways, sure, Kim, ask about meeting.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
What do you got for me, Half-Light?
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Thank you, Kim. Genius deduction.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
My dear, your secret is safe with us.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why'd you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
I really want to know who stripped him, but I guess I can't ask that. The caller's voice, your voice, was disguised?
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Ha, nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, you are a clever girl.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
And now it's no longer working because you clipped it real good.
That's some clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Yeah, seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
So why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Yeah, they probably do.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
Yes, what he said.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
All right, so what do you think they hanged him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yeah, that's the least helpful answer we could have possibly gotten out of you, lady.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I? We failed a half-light check? Come on. All right, wait. Does that mean you're 11% sure? You know how it is. Do I? Maybe you don't. I don't know.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
She's a smoker.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
Fair enough. Any idea why there was a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
Oh, they shot him before he was hanged, girl.
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
She's a good liar if she's lying.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer.
My skills are not helping me out here. All right, so how do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
Yeah, and how'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, Titus said you partied a lot. A little liar.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
And I suppose for the sake of our investigation, we should just ask these other things that I really don't care about the answer. So, Titus, just to conclude, Miss Klaasje, Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Well, she's warming her coffee, or warming her hands with her coffee cup. And then anything you want to tell me about the victim? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
A nervous puff, huh?
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Wait, a new task? Did I not just finish? Huh. Oh, no. Once we conclude these questions, we're going to have like a skill check for asking him there. Okay. Thank you for telling us all this, miss. I know it was very hard on you.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Maybe.
Wait a moment.
I did have something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. We're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory. Does she know I lost my memory?
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like,
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Oh, Kim, don't worry. I have big plans for when you're not here.
Quick, say something professional.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Never mind.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
We'll return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
We only have 22 minutes to get rid of Kim. Shoot. Well, I'll do my best to get rid of Kim in 22 minutes and then come up here and talk with her. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but we'll try it next time. Till then, take care, guys.